Do not buy front. Do not buy into the hype of Pioneer. And if you're going to buy cards, don't buy them now. There's a lot of hype into this set, and a lot of the hype is went into cards that were banned in almost every format that they were in. If you look at the prices of Dig Through Time, that's shooting up. So is Aetherworks Marvel, which was also banned. Saheeli Rai, also banned. Felidar Guardian, also banned, especially the foil versions of these cards, according to MTG stocks. So a lot of these cards are already on the move. I mean, this is a format that essentially is Frontier, just, a little older, plus it's got the fetch lands that are banned, of course. So, what does that say about Standard going forward? Obviously, there's going to be a little bit more reassurance from players who are buying into Standard, knowing that even if it rotates, there is a lesser modern, let's call Pioneer, that they can potentially have play these cards that they purchase in their decks that they've created. Maybe they can make budget versions for Pioneer. But this is one thing that I've definitely gathered from the failure of Frontier. If they're not going to make products specifically for these sets, they will fail. And Brawl was pretty much on the way out, and it still might be, but it got a little bit more of a resurgence with the Brawl Commander decks that I'm calling Commander, but the Brawl decks that were released with Throne of Eldraine. Sorry, I just got a message. But let's go back to the ban list, right? So it's interesting that they only ban the fetch lands, but there's a lot of bannable cards in there. Treasure Cruise, for Christ out loud. Treasure Cruise was banned almost immediately. So I don't really understand why people are buying them right now. Why there's so much hype around a format that no one has played yet. So just think about it before you buy into the hype. Most of the cards you're going to be purchasing could potentially become banned very shortly. I'm surprised they're not even banned right now. Another thing, and this is one thing I was thinking about deeply when it comes to the fetch land bannings for Pioneer. The fact that they banned fetch lands in Pioneer is almost a 100% certainty to any Magic player out there who keeps saying to themselves, they're going to reprint fetch lands. They have to. Look how expensive they are, right? If you're one of those people, think about this. Why would they put fetch lands in Standard, especially now that they banned fetch lands in Pioneer, which is going to be a stronger format, right? It just makes no sense. Why would you put fetch lands in Standard if they're already banned in Pioneer? Essentially, this is what I think. As Magic gets older, formats age, and then certain cards, either, like let's say restricted list or something, become also just more staples, like dual lands. Dual lands are staples in Legacy and Vintage, and that's pretty much what's going to happen with fetch lands. I think they're going to be like staples in Modern. So if you want to play Modern, you got to get fetch lands. If you want to play Frontier, shock lands, I guess.